Hello, everybody. My name is Beatrice Gonzalez, and I am a spiritual investigator here to report the latest news of what the FBI knows. So let's get down to business and talk about it. So, I just recently made a video, and the information that I had posted on my video did not show up. So, since this organized group of pedophiles who don't want certain information to come out to the public because they don't want the American people to know how they target individuals, left out information from my post from being posted to the public. But I will read this information because this information is evidence. So let me give you that information. Torture program, who they target individuals. This information I had removed from my post, but because they work with hackers and they manipulate information, they did not want the previous information to show up on my post because they did not want people to have that information. And let me go back. So the information that I had wrote up, which I had posted again, because they had removed it and put other information because they didn't want that information to show up on my post because that would educate the public about what they do. So, the information that they did not want to show up, and I will just read it to you. FBI DEA agents have evidence this corrupt criminal political family, judges, lawyers, district attorneys, Masons, Eastern Stars, Sinaloa cartels, street gangsters placing trackers on targeted individuals' vehicles. They place the trackers in the back trunk, the back of the back seats, stalking and controlling their vehicles through a remote control, through the computer of the vehicle, through the EMC, controlling the channel devices, controlling the brain of the vehicle, through the EMC, controlling the tires of your car, your transmission, and your radio, to cause you to have an accident. They are doing this with rental cars so that they can cash out on accident insurance claims. And I put in parentheses Andrew, the initials S and J, the initials M and J, and the name Rosa. This is what they did to my vehicle and targeted individuals with children. So, this information that they did not want written on the post is because they do not want people to have this information. Because, as I stated before, people, be very careful of who your mechanic is. Because if your mechanic is working with organized crime, they're working with organized crime, and you go to a mechanic shop and they place this tracker in the back of the trunk or the back of the back seats of your car, you know that you are a targeted individual. Because if you're constantly having car problems with your wheels, with your transmission, it is being controlled by another individual that is connected to organized crime, and you have been a targeted individual. That means that this criminal organization have targeted you and behind your back worked with a loved one, placed a fraudulent contract behind your back with a corrupt lawyer, with a corrupt judge, with a corrupt district attorney, which all of these individuals are Masons and Eastern Stars. This is the way they have been making money through fraud by targeting individuals to cause a disaster, an accident. They fabricate, make up things about you that are not true, and they have a whole group of people who are all on board to lie against you in court so that they could receive a payout either through an insurance, through a trust fund, through a will, through a life insurance policy. But you have been targeted so that they can make fraud money because all of it is done together with a corrupt justice system who is running the show in the courtroom with all of its players, networking with all of the people who are a part, which is Masons and Eastern Stars, to commit this crime against you so that they can make money. And as I stated before, these policies can be up to $1 million, even more. So they make a lot of money from sacrificing you. So for them, sacrificing you and red rumming you, you're worth more money dead than alive. So for them, they don't care. All they care is to make the blood money by sacrificing you, targeting you, your family, and your children so that they could utilize you in court to hide how they do it together, networking with each other to commit this sophisticated crime against you. So, one of the things that they did not want me to discuss about or have it posted on my post was the part about how they put trackers in your car and is being another person is stalking you. So the person who is stalking you has a remote control that can easily control your vehicle, the brain of your vehicle, to cause an accident through the tires, through the transmission, for some type of accident, so that they could utilize you in court and to cash out on an insurance claim. So they did not want me to post that on my post. So they got rid of that information, but I reposted it again, so it should be there. See, these are the individuals that are so scared. They're so scared of everything that I'm exposing that they even had paid individuals because they have paid individuals to stalk me, to watch me, to follow me, to take me out, but you're unsuccessful and it ain't going to happen because I'm never going to stop exposing all of your criminal empire. See, nothing that you do now, you will be able to get away because, as I said before, we're all riding you, we're exposing you, and the world is seeing exactly all the masks that y'all have been wearing and walking around thinking that you're invincible, that everything illegal that you have been doing has been hidden and you've been getting away with it, but not no more. So, this technology, that this tracker that they place in your vehicle, this is something that the public does not know about because there's no information in regards to this technology that they use these trackers that they put in your vehicle, being able to manipulate your vehicle. But this technology is being used in other foreign countries. So this is not a technology that is unknown. It is known. It's just that the public doesn't know about it because there's no information for you to be able to find out about this information. So this is what they're doing with rental cars and in different rental places where they work with mechanics who are all a part of this secret society working with Masons and Eastern Stars to target individuals. See, they think that everything that they do is always going to stay hidden. No, it's not going to stay hidden. Everything is coming to the light because the public, the American people, have a right to know what you've been doing, how you've been targeting individuals because you work with the Sinaloa cartels, you work with street gangsters, you work with mechanics, you work with different groups of people to target individuals. You work with doctors in hospitals, you work with corrupt law enforcement, you work with government officials, you work with everybody who is a part of organized crime. You work with a network of people who target the American people so that you can profit, you can make blood money. This is why they block me. They block the information that they don't want the American people to know. But the people have a right to know whether you like it or not. See, the world has a right to know who the enemy is in their country, and you are the enemy. You have been pulling this off for a very long time in the United States. You've been committing these crimes in court with judges, lawyers, district attorney, corrupt cops, corrupt doctors who were all a part of this child trafficking ring because you target families with children and you also target men. You know what you do. You have them living, you know that they live in a secret torture program. And you've been working with third party groups, individuals who've been participating, cashing out on fraud money in court. You change the person's history. You rewrite the person's history and you put the history of the person that you have targeted and rewrote their history. And you have other people in different locations that are working with you in other states. So now that you had rewrote their history and you fabricate lies, make up things about the original person so that you can utilize their identity to commit fraud in court. Now you are busted because we see exactly how you do it. Because the FBI, DEA, who has watched me, has been watching you, your criminal organization, and all of the players that have been involved with this criminal activity. How you target families, the children, how you do it through fraudulent contracts in court, how you make a illegal contract legal with fraudulent evidence that you all paint and fabricate together, rewriting the person's history so that you can utilize them for fraud in court. How you work with corrupt doctors, hospitals, corrupt law enforcement, how you work with street gangsters, flying monkeys, cartels, flying monkeys, the Sinaloa cartels, how you all participate in taking this person down so that you can commit fraud. And You hack into their devices, you hack into their devices and you spy on them and you twist information. You give nothing but half truths, which a half truth is a lie, and you work together with others to lie against the targeted individual because what you want is the fraud money that you're going to make from the person that you have targeted. So, now that the United States of America knows about how you do it, now you're upset that I'm delivering the news to the public, giving the raw information to the people about your criminal network, Masons and Eastern Stars, who are a part of the justice system, have been committing crimes against the American people. So you see, chat. So I see that there's people who are on my channel who are trying to connect with me. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. So there are people who are trying to connect to my channel, but you are disconnecting them. So I see exactly what you're doing. You don't want people to listen to the information that I'm giving. You want people to not know your organization, your criminal organization, how you've been targeting people. That's why you're trying to disconnect the people who are trying to connect with me. And you think that big law can't see exactly what you're doing. Oh, they see what you're doing. You're disconnecting the people who are trying to connect to me on my channel. This is why you block that post where I wrote about that technology and how all of y'all have been taking control of people's vehicles with that remote control, with that tracker that you place in the back of people's trunk. People do not trust your mechanic. Make sure to it that if you get a mechanic, it's somebody who is not working together with organized crime. Learn how to fix your own cars because right now there are mechanics. Not all mechanics are corrupt. There are mechanics that are working with this dark, evil organization, this child trafficking ring, this tribe of pedophiles. And they, for a little bit of carrot money that is dangled in their face, will place a tracker in the back of your car. And that person doesn't care. That mechanic doesn't care. That mechanic is only cares about the little bit of money that they put in their face to target you. So for them, they don't care. So be very careful about the mechanics who you hire to fix your car. And if you're having car problems over and over and over, and you don't understand why your vehicle is having so many problems, be rest assured that somebody placed a tracker in your car, placed a tracker in your car, and your car is being operated from another location through a remote control. And this remote control can be operated in a foreign country. It doesn't have to be here in the United States. This is an organization, this child trafficking ring. They work with many different people, foreign people who are a part of this child trafficking ring, sex trafficking, human trafficking. They're all a part of drug trafficking. So all of these individuals don't care. They're twisted. They're sick. They're mentally, psychologically sick. These are people who kidnap women and children and men. They take them to remote areas in the countryside to have these women red rum the children raped and red rum and then murdered. Okay? These are people who don't care about human life. This is why I said these are the devils, the serpents, who only care about one thing, their sick, twisted, nasty desires to commit red rum, molestation, and rape against the American people. They're hiding behind the bench. They are the judges who are sick. Not all judges are doing this. I want to make that very clear because there are a lot of upright judges, but there are judges that are sick mentally, who have disguised their their dark twisted desires through their titles. They hid in positions of power because they know that they don't want the world to know who they really are. See, they know that they're sick. They know that they're sick, but they want to hide their sickness. These are insane people who believe that they can hide their sickness through their titles, their positions of power, and continue to be a criminal, targeting the American people. And this is why I said, do not trust the mechanics or the rental place where you rent your vehicles, because you don't know if somebody has targeted you and your family and they worked behind your back with your loved ones to place a illegal fraudulent contract on your life, where they're hacking into your devices. They have placed trackers in your car. They have fabricated and staged a crime against you, rewrote your history so that they can utilize you for an insurance payout, for a trust fund, for an inheritance. They take your identity and they use it. They open up businesses. These people, they're all going down because, in my case, all of the individuals who did what they did against me in court with illegal court proceedings where I wasn't even present in court, they are all guilty of tax fraud, PP loans. That's why they're all under a magnifying glass right now, under a federal investigation. That's why they know that the heat is on and that they've all been busted, because everything that they did against me behind my back, because they lied. They were watching me in my home. They were spying and monitoring me, and they fabricated all kind of lies behind me, behind my back. They said all kind of things that weren't true. They said that I was a molester. They said that I was a child molester and that I was molesting children. They don't have no proof of nothing like that. But these people have fabricated and made it up. That's why I come down very hard on all of them about all of their criminal activity, because I figured out exactly what they do to make money, how they all work together, how they network together, how they use people who work in government, law enforcement, all people who have hands on deck to target you, to utilize you for fraud in court, to sex traffic your children. They utilize you and they take you down. They take you down because you have been sex trafficked. So do not trust your mechanics. Do not trust the rental place, because you don't know if one of those vehicles have a tracker in the back of the trunk. You don't know if the rental place, the mechanic who the rental place has hired to fix their vehicles, you don't know if one of those mechanics, maybe the company is not working with organized crime, but the mechanic who works for the rental place is working for organized crime and has targeted individuals. So if you are family and you go into a rental place and the mechanic has been flagged that you and your family are there, they know exactly how to fix the vehicle, to put the tracker in your car. They know exactly where you're going because they have a GPS on your car. They know, they're watching you, and you will be in a lot of trouble because they will put you in a car accident. That is what they don't want the public to know about, how they stalk you through your vehicle and the tracks, how they do it through the tracking device in your car. Mami, puedes echar el aire porque tengo calor. Okay, thank you. So this is the information that they didn't want for me to post. And of course, all of the individuals who are working with them, all of the individuals that they pay to target me, because see, this is a group that wants to humiliate me in public because I'm blowing up the spot on organized crime and I'm telling everything publicly to the world to see everything that they do illegally to innocent families. So they don't like it. But I'm not here to please you, and I don't care what you feel or what you want. You know that upright government officials, upright authority figures is riding on all of y'all. And you know that your game is over in the United States. You know that we're watching you big time. And you know that you're not going to be able to continue to do what you do because we are protecting the American people from all of the illegal activity and how you've been targeting families so that you can sex traffic the American people and cash out and make money through fraud in court with illegal court proceedings where people were not present in court. So you see how all of them have been doing this to individuals and they have been getting away because they had all of the players on their side helping them. But now that a lot of their players are jumping ship and can see exactly everything, now they are running scared, trying to reorganize their organization so that they could continue to target the American people. How disgusting, how vicious, how low. These are the people with no conscience whatsoever for human life. And this is why we are eliminating organized crime. Your time is up. It's over. You're not going to continue to do this. See, because all of y'all know that the raids are coming, mass arrests are here, and everybody who was a participant against this with this criminal organization is all going down. Your time is up. So they didn't want me to post this information. See, I'm not even showing up live. So, and they disconnected all of the people who were trying to connect with me. So these were all individuals that were trying to connect with me, but they blocked them. They disconnected all of the people who were trying to connect with me. Huh. But it doesn't matter because I'm going to tell you what. The people are going to connect with me whether you like it or not. The people are going to know the truth about you and everything low that you do against the American people. So I'm going back. So they're not showing this live. They're trying to stop my live. Let's see. So they're not showing it. But regardless to what, it's still going to show up because you know that it will be unblocked by the upright government officials who know that you don't want my messages to come out. But too bad. That's your problem. Your criminal organization and everything that you do against the American people is going to be publicly displayed for the whole entire world to see. There's nothing that you can do to stop me from exposing you. All of us are exposing your filthy, dirty, nasty, evil empire. See, you will no longer do this in the United States. Oh, you're finished. You know that you're finished. You know that you will no longer continue with drug trafficking. You know that your drug trafficking business is over. You're being blocked at every angle, at every direction, and at every key location, that you will no longer continue to profit from the drug trade. You will no longer continue to profit from child trafficking, sex trafficking, all of the illegal criminal activity that you were used to doing and getting away with. Oh, those days are over. You're not going to be able to do it anymore because we now know Masons, Eastern Stars, behind the bench, corrupt law enforcement. Not all law enforcement is corrupt. Oh, there are a lot of good cops there, a lot of good authority figures, a lot of good judges, district attorneys, and lawyers that are all working together to expose your criminal organization. You are no longer going to corrupt the American people. See, it's you who do this to the American people. And let me just say something. And I want to say this. You have been tricking and fooling the American people because you stir the people into a certain direction so that you could get a certain outcome, because you're trying to take over the minds of people through illegal criminal activity. You know what you do to corrupt society. You know what you do to corrupt people so that they could be your little slaves, so that you can control them. But people are not afraid of you no more. People are standing up and speaking up and out. And even if you can't see it, we're all doing it behind the scene because we're playing you out. See, you are no longer in control. You picked the wrong one to mess with. And now you know that you're finished. It's over. Your evil empire and the way you've been creating and generating income, blood money, and why you have what you have, you did it through illegal criminal activity. Masons and Eastern Stars, who were all working together to target the American people. It's all over for you. hmm It's over. First of all, karma is hitting you big time because everything is being smacked right in front of your face. All of the illegal things that you've been doing. See, now you are screwed up. You're screwed up because you know that we know what you've been doing. And now you will pay for everything that you did against the American people. Everything. You have not gotten away with nothing because now you will pay for what you did. So I'm going to end my video, and I want to thank all of the upright government officials for your hard work and everything that you do to protect this beautiful country of ours, for protecting the children, the families, for our safety, for our security, from organized crime, from all of the corrupt government officials who have taken advantage of the American people. Now the tables have turned. Your evil empire is being exposed for the whole world to see. And now it's payback time. hmm Karma. Karma is payback. Everything that you've ever done is hitting you right back like a boomerang. So I want to thank everybody. I want to thank FBI, CIA, DEA, ICE, Homeland Security, Department of Justice, law enforcement, government spies, double agents, undercovers, private investigators, detectives, military officials, and our Army, the Marines, the Navy, all people who have been working together to dismantle organized crime. Thank you for your hard work, your time, your energy, and for protecting this beautiful country. Thank you. And I'm going to end this video with much love for all of you. Thank you. And have a wonderful day. Take care, everybody. Bye. God bless all of y'all. God bless your families, your children, our country, and Mr. Trump and his family. Take care. Bye.